15-year-old student from Shenzhen No. 7 High School. Here's a question. Do you check the number of likes on your social media? I do, and almost every day. You see, according to this number, I am perhaps 15 times more valuable than I was yesterday. It was supposed to be satisfying. However, when I closed the app that night, I felt nothing. Or worse, a strange kind of emptiness. It was like my joy had inflated away. I mean, likes are like popcorn. You know that feeling when you eat popcorn, right? The first handful amazing, halfway through the bucket, it tastes like cardboard. But you cannot stop eating because the movie is still playing. Similarly, what if all the likes that once bring us much pleasure end up losing their spark? That is what I'm going to talk about today. How we are actually trapped in likeflation and how can we protect ourselves with the help of Inside ROI. This popcorn metaphor isn't just a personal feeling. Actually, it's a widespread and measurable phenomenon. Consider this. A research from the American Journal of Epidemiology followed nearly 5,000 adults and made a startling discovery. It found that two things we do every day: clicking likes on others' posts and endlessly browsing our feeds, are significantly linked to a decline in self-reported physical health, mental health, and overall life satisfaction. The very thing designed to connect us are actually making us feel worse. And for us teenagers, the situation is even more urgent. Another research on JAMA Pediatrics, one of the most respected journals in the field, tracked nearly 10,000 of us. The result was unbelievable but clear. The more time we spend on social media, the higher our risk for depression. So we are facing a widespread and massive problem. We are all engaged in a behavior that science has proven to be harmful to our well-being. This is where the powerful economic concept of digital welfare depreciation comes in. The likes works a lot like currency. You know what inflation is, right? When a government prints too much money, prices rise and cash loses its value. In the same way, social media prints likes, limitless and weightless. With every extra bag of digital popcorn, the flavor diminishes, and each heart or thumb up becomes less valuable over time. By pressing the like button online, we are all chasing a currency that is designed to depreciate. This is a likeflation trap, a system that encourages us to consume empty calories, while our real hunger for connection goes unfed. So, wanting to jump out of the likeflation trap, I designed a micro-experiment and went on a strict diet. 7 days, no digital popcorn, 0 likes, social media accounts with view-only mode. I wanted to see what will happen if I stopped chasing popcorns and started to listen to my real hunger. Here are 3 diary fragments, straight from the trenches. Let's take a look. On day 1, I uploaded a photo when trying the new spicy chicken burger. Normally, I would stare at the notification bar, expecting others' likes. That day, instead, I ate the burger while it was still warm. For the first time, I actually tasted it. Revolutionary. And on day 3, after the desperate mode after a bad exam, I was about to reach for my phone to post a WeChat moment to express my bad emotions. Then I recalled the challenge. So chose to sit quietly with only myself and tasted the hunger of disappointment. Later, I was surprised to find that I actually digested the emotion better by refusing digital posts. And on day 6, interestingly, a friend of mine asked me if I was mad at her, only because I didn't like her WeChat moment. We had a truthful talk to each other, only to find that we actually shared the same anxiety caused by the number of likes on social media. The sheer fear of our posts becoming stale chips that no one wants. That is when I realized the panic of liflation is so common. Curious about the result of my diet, the data is really clear. From day 1 to day 7, my mood lived from 5 to 7.8, a 56% jump in happiness. My 70 diet was a live counterattack against liflation. I started to step out of the endless lines of digital popcorns and finally rediscovered the pleasure of producing my own happiness in the real world. The experiment confirmed the problem, but we have to admit that quitting entirely from the likes economy isn't realistic. So the problem is, how can we use the social media without letting its metric use us? This brings us to a new standard I call Insight ROI, Return on Insight. Stop chasing the endless liking. Let's start to truly measure what we get back from the time and emotion we invest online with a simple formula. Insight ROI equals to authentic engagement times depth of view divided by time invested. Sounds a little complicated, right? But let me break that down. Authentic engagement refers to a comment with more than 5 words, a meaningful reply, not just an emoji. Did you watch the video to the end? Did you actually read the article? That is deep viewing. Finally, time invested, the total minutes you gave to the platform. This formula tells us a clear story. In order to get higher insight scores, we want more real conversations, deeper understandings, while spending less time on the platform. On the other hand, if we keep scrolling passively, using only emojis, or waste hours online, our ROI score will keep relatively low. And this result matches perfectly with my 7-day diet. The very goal we chase has fundamentally transformed. Quality of connection started creating quantity of applause. So here's my invitation to you. Let's become controllers of our own attention. First, swap popcorn hot for slow-cooked conversations. Invest your time in sending a voice note instead of just a thumb up. Have one slow but deep conversation instead of 10 rapid-fire comments. Secondly, turn attention into intention. Always ask yourself, did that scroll leave me with a net gain in insight or a net loss in energy? Finally, make the algorithm dance to our own beat. When you see a skill sharing video, don't scroll. Put the phone down and practice the skill for half an hour. By doing that, you can turn scrolling into creating. In the end of the speech, I want to raise the question. What exactly is insight? Everyone, please think about it. From my point of view, I think insight is the flashlight moment when we finally see the trap we've been dancing in. We walk into the digital world that tells us our value in numbers that are designed to shrink. Just like I walk on the stage holding a phone I'm leaving with a new insight. When applause inflates, authenticity appreciates. To be honest, I'm planning to send another WeChat moment right after this speech. Anyways, it seems that it's unavoidable to share our lives on social media, right? But what differs this time is that I won't stare at the notification bar anymore. Because it's your support and applause right here that matters way more than the digits. So, please join me. One